How's it going, everybody? Thanks for taking some time to check out my channel. Today is the 14th of December, and I'm out doing some prep work, some freeze proofing of some of my sets. I have a few traps out in this field right here. I made several catches out here this year so far, but I'm pretty certain that some of these are frozen in at the bottom level. A lot of times what I've learned over the years is even if the top of your trap seems nice and fresh dirt, nice and soft, if you're using wax dirt or peat moss, a lot of times they can be frozen underneath. So I'm checking a lot of these sets out, but I'm also placing some traps and drags at places where I've caught fisher and bobcats before, like down in here, this little creek. There's a little creek that runs along through here. I've caught bobcat and fisher down here. I've seen fisher tracks over here. So I'll be getting some sets in here pretty soon because our season opens in 2 days for those. But I'm gonna be out here doing some wax dirt in these sets, and I might actually put some little bit of fresh bait and lure on some of these sets. But for now, let's go out on the line, see some catches I made up until this date. No coyotes in this episode, but I do have a few fox and probably raccoon or a skunk in there somewhere. So let's go out and check some sets, and then we'll finish up at my shed. Well, I've had 2 days of empty traps, and we had like a pile of rain yesterday, and I sort of got skunked today. My first catch in 2 empty check days, and then I got a skunk today. I'm not even sure what I caught this on, but it's in a number 2 long spring that a buddy of mine gave to me. I have a couple DPs on this cornfield, but they haven't been touched at all. Get this guy dispatched and pray that he doesn't spray. Well, after all the rain last night, I actually made, there's Toby going nuts. I actually have a house cat and a possum up here. I had a skunk earlier, and I got a pretty decent raccoon right here. I'm gonna get this guy dispatched and get on down the line. Here's my 2 other catches. One possum there, and somebody's house cat there. That'll probably be a little bit of a bugger to let go. Morning, folks. It is the 5th of December, and for the past, I think, 3 or 4 years, I have trail set, put blind sets on these little side-by-side trails through here, and every year I pick up at least 1 or 2 gray fox, and I got my first gray fox in this blind set here today. I was actually hunting here a little bit this morning. This is the last set that I checked today. Okay, right here's my trap bed, and this area here is pretty much destroyed, but I will move this set down that trail a little bit that way farther, or in that direction a little bit farther, where I can actually make a good trail set. But I'm gonna get this guy dispatched. He's got a lot of chain to work with. He's not really wrapped up too much. Gray fox, you're mean little guys, aren't you? Yeah, I couldn't get him in a catch pool. Not very easy anyways. Yeah, you can see he's got a whole cat circle here. It's almost like a cable restraint catch. Oh, well, I'm gonna get this guy dispatched, remake this set, and I'll see you back at the shed. All right, here's a gray fox from this morning. It is, I think, only the 3rd female out of 10 so far that I've caught this year. My best year yet for gray fox. I'm gonna get this girl skinned out, get her on a board, and see how the leather looks. Okay, here's the gray from this morning. Has really nice white leather, and it also has really nice fur. The last 2 that I caught, this one had really nice fur, but blue leather. This one had nice leather, but not the greatest fur. So this one has what both of these have combined. It has nice fur and nice leather. This is the one I'm going to be sending to my buddy from YouTube. But be darned if I didn't put another hole in an ear. And then here's the raccoon from yesterday. Has nice leather and really nice fur for around here for sure. But I did do one thing. I got a little aggressive fleshing the underside. It was a female, and hit one of the nipples, put a hole in it. Not a big deal really, I don't think, but I just stitched up the hole. So One thing, be careful fleshing raccoons. Even the males, there's still nipples on the males. You can put a hole in them pretty easy. But the back of it, what matters, really nice and white leather. Good to go on that one. Good morning, everybody. This is trapping weather, in my opinion. I've had quite a dry spell, actually. I haven't caught anything for, oh man, probably had 4 days, I think. Maybe 5 of completely empty sets. And my buddy Brian and I, we were checking traps this morning. He's been coming out, checking with me. And I saw a disturbance up here. And I thought that I just had a miss or something. So we started packing some gear back here to remake a set. And lo and behold, had a fox pop up out of the dirt, it seemed. So I got a fox up here. Brian's already up here taking some pictures. But man, this is an awesome morning here. Changed from rain to snow. I have a feeling this guy's gonna need quite a bath. I have another set right down here. And this set, don't even ask me what kind of set this was. I have no idea. It's been mudded up a couple times, but I caught it in a number 1 3/4 Sleepy Creek. This is pretty cool. It's always really cool when you catch something after a long dry spell. So I'm gonna get this guy dispatched, and right there is that road. My buddy Brian's walking up there. But that road connects these two. There's a big field over there, huge field here, and this seems to be a pretty good spot. All right, buddy, I'm gonna get you taken care of. Well, it's pretty early in the morning, and my first catch of the day is a stinker. I think it has pretty nice stripes though, and I gotta dispatch this guy and get rolling. Hopefully I can get him dispatched without any spraying, but we'll have to see. I gotta get my wife to a doctor's appointment this morning. Yeah, it's a nice looking skunk, really. Good morning, everybody. It is the 14th of December, and I'm hoping to get a video out tonight, but I got my 11th, I think, the 11th gray fox of this season. And this is the first fox I've caught right along in this area. I've caught quite a few raccoons and possums, and I caught a bobcat 2 years ago right down there, but got this gray fox. It was in, like, I guess I call it a compass set or whatever. Had 4 holes poked in the ground with 4 different lures. This trap has been here a while. We drove by this trap. My buddy Brian's out with me again, but we drove by this trap 50 times, over and over and over again. But we were driving by today, and Brian's like, oh, we just drove by that trap, and I looked back and saw that fox here tangled up. So I'm gonna get this guy taken care of. Probably, I don't even know if I got my wax dirt, but I'm gonna get this guy taken care of and get on out of here and check a couple more traps. All right, everybody, hope you enjoyed the time out on the line. Let's check out a few furs here. Okay, so here's the skunk from the video. Has nice white stripes here. Got it hanging outside here, and this thing was a bugger to flesh. The toughest skunk yet that I've ever fleshed, but it has really decent stripes on it. This thing should sell pretty well. And let's go in here. My shed is slowly becoming a disaster area, but I always start the season off nice and organized. But here's the gray from this morning. Really nice gray fox. I mean, this is a really nice one. And let's see, here's the muddy red fox. It's always pretty cool taking a critter that's covered in mud and stuff, cleaning it out and stuff, and making the fur look nice. So this thing turned out pretty good. Really, it's got pretty thick fur on it for our red fox around here. The gray fox that I caught in the blind set, that got sent off to a friend of mine, like a YouTube friend. And got a couple more grays here, a few coyotes hanging here, and I got 4 total raccoons. I'm not a big raccoon trapper, but I don't mind doing a few raccoons and putting them up, especially when they're nice and well furred and nice and prime. So hopefully in the next week or so, I could have a video coming out with a fisher or a bobcat, or it'd be great if I had one of both. Hope you all enjoyed this episode. Hope you all have a blessed day, and stay safe, everyone.